What's going on, everybody? I am your host, the One Up Havoc, and welcome to another episode of Sonic Adventure, where we are playing as our boy Knuckles. Now, what you're seeing me doing right now is taking this monkey switch and bringing it over to where the monkey is located, because we actually have to bring that switch all the way to where it's situated in order to enter the Red Mountain. Because, you know, for some reason, Knuckles just can't punch the gate open, you know what I'm saying? I ran all the way over here at first without the switch, and it turns out I needed said switch to get in. Like, seriously, Knuckles just couldn't punch that open or something? Or just climb over the gate to get over it? Like, what's stopping him, really? But whatever, I didn't program this game, Sonic Team did. Anyway, Red Mountain is what I would like to say is the very first stage for Knuckles where it's really open-ended. Like, I know that Speed Highway was his first level, and yeah, that was pretty open, but it's not nearly as open as the Red Mountain stages. Like, it's here that we're able to really see the full extent of Knuckles' abilities, because he's able to glide practically anywhere and everywhere, and he can climb up any and every wall. So this is like the perfect testing ground to really get a feel for Knuckles here. With that being said, as far as finding the emeralds here, I'm not gonna lie, I did spend a considerable amount of time looking for the Master Emerald pieces, and that's just because for the life of me I could not figure out that one of the Chaos Emeralds is sitting like somewhere in between these rock pillars, and you're gonna see me dance around and struggle with that for a while. So I'm gonna take this time to actually talk about how I really feel about the treasure hunting stages, because I'm sort of in the middle, like right there in the middle on how I feel about these stages. On one end of the spectrum, I think they're all right. Actually, you know what? I could sum up how I feel about the emeralds right now. They're all right. They're all right. Especially when we're talking about Sonic Adventure stages. They're all right. I mean, the Master Emerald radar does what it's supposed to do. It tracks down the emeralds, and it doesn't matter which emerald you're looking for. The moment you're next to one, it's gonna pick it up without any issues. But on another spectrum of this whole design, I felt that the stages are a little too short. I mean, Andy HG also said this himself when he and I were talking about it. And by the way, there's his channel plug right there. Go check him out. His videos are pretty entertaining to watch, so I would give him a look if you got the chance. But back to what I was saying earlier, like, the stages are too short. Like, you'll definitely see that when we go to the next stage after this one. And yeah, this is what I was talking about here when I said that I was struggling to find this emerald. The stages are indeed too short. Like, they're very small. Like, the only real stage that I say was pretty huge is probably the one that we're in right now. I can easily say that Red Mountain is the biggest stage that Knuckles has in Adventure. Because like I said, the other stage that we're going to next after this one is pretty freaking short. There is one other stage in Knuckles' playthrough that I want to point out, but I kind of don't want to talk about that one right now. And that's simply because I feel that that is a stage that must be talked about while we're on that level. Because I won't really be able to express how much I really hate that level until we get to it. There's a very solid reason why I really hate that level. And I touched the hen orb there and I didn't even see where it goes. Also, if I really have to say how I feel about the hen orbs in this game, a lot of people don't like them because they just point you in the direction where the emerald is. Like, they'll just straight up tell you where they are. Me personally, I don't really see it as that. I mean, yeah, they'll go in the general direction where the emerald's located, but you still have to figure out where the heck the emerald's sitting. Alright, I don't know what that monkey's trying to do. I'm not even gonna go there. Nope, not even gonna go there. Anyway, when we wrap things up here in Red Mountain, the next area we have to go to is another character battle, which is against Sonic the Hedgehog. And unlike Knuckles versus Sonic, unlike Sonic versus Knuckles, Knuckles versus Sonic is probably the easiest character battle in the entire game. Like, I would say between him and any fight involving Gamma, it's right up there as far as like easy difficulty goes. Like, you're gonna see it for yourself. And heck, Chaos 4 is a huge pushover as Knuckles as well.
Eggman was right. What's that in his hand? It looks like a piece of the Master Emerald. He has no right to have that.
Hey, Knuckles! Whoa! What do you think you're doing?
All right. Put him up. Hand over.
It's like Sonic 3 all over again.
That's not gonna happen, buddy!
So yeah, how do you beat Sonic? Just punch him. I'm not even joking.
Oh no!
Just keep punching him.
Oh no!
Mash that punch button as hard as you can. Oh look, it's Chaos 4 yet again. Whatever shall I do?
Is that all you got?
Yes, I'm dead serious. That's all I did. The whole fight. Like, if you were to go ahead and just glide in place the whole time while you're fighting him, he's never gonna touch you. Like, the water sprouts he shoots up, the whole purpose of that is just to interrupt your jump flow. Or I shouldn't really call it jump flow, I should say your jump momentum in general. And it causes you to like fall into, it causes you to fall wherever you're pretty much are. And it flips over lily pads. The only attack you really have to concern yourself with 4 is when he does that whole bubble thing where he splits into like large globs of bubbles and hurls his body at you. Other than that, you can really just grab like a couple rings and glide in the air and smack him. I mean, as I said before, when you fight Chaos 4 like for the 3rd time, what you can do with all 3 characters is just stay in the air all day and wait for him to pop his head out of the water and you smack him. Hence why I refuse to show that fight off over and over again. And I'm pretty much going to do the same thing for Chaos 6, because I mean, I know that that's Knuckles' final and only boss fight, but come on, it's like literally the same thing. The only difference with that fight against Chaos 6 compared to Sonic's version of Chaos 6 is that there's like holes in the battlefield, and that's about it. Oh, and Eggman's not tossing the bombs, they're just there by themselves. You know what, on second thought, I'll show that fight off just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, the item we just picked up is the equivalent of Knuckles' version of the Ancient Light. And it does exactly what I just described that item as. It's the Ancient Light. If you charge up your, you spend a little bit like, I'd say like maybe 2 or 3 seconds to charge. Probably 2 seconds at most. And once you're next to an enemy, you go ahead, unleash it, and he pretty much hits them. Just like Sonic's Ancient Light. So it's the exact same thing. That also means we can indeed two-shot Chaos if we want to, just like we did with Sonic and his Ancient Light. Too bad I kind of messed that up later on, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm doing now, basically you need to find 2 statues and you have to bring them back to the ruins that's in the center of these jungles in order to enter the next stage. Of all the times I had to run around and look for items in the ruins, I mean, this is probably the easiest one, just because all you're really doing is running around and... well, I shouldn't say running around. All you're really doing is just going to a certain section in the jungle, which is like right next to the ruins actually, and you're placing the statues there. And the other one is pretty much found right at the beginning. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't know it was at the beginning at first when I first entered the jungle. And I spent a good portion of my time trying to find that statue, only to see that it's actually right there in the beginning. And honestly, can you blame me for that? Because it blended in with the ground. I mean, if you wanted people to notice that the statue was there, I mean, yeah, putting an putting the hint orb up there may help a little bit. But I think it would have helped greatly if it was a different color all on its own, so it doesn't blend in with the ground as badly as it did. Like, it didn't stand out enough. Also, I should point this out about using the fight gloves with Knuckles. If you charge up and you don't see those blue glowing rings that you saw there, like, you won't be able to use it. And that's what happened when I did it when I was trying to attack the second enemy with that. This is also something else I've noticed when I was playing as Knuckles. I don't know if you've noticed it too when you're looking at this recording here, but this game has a lot of collision detection issues. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but I was clipping a lot when I was running around the jungle, and you saw me struggling to do stuff. Yeah, I kind of got a little overzealous there. Forgive me for that. But anyway, you kind of like get clipped by a lot of the dumbest things, and you wouldn't think you'd get caught there. And I don't know where the heck these collision detection issues came from. I don't know why they happen, especially with a game that's been re-released as often as it has. And it really shouldn't be that way. But anyway, as I said earlier, this stage is ridiculously short. By the way, I kid you not, I thought Knuckles' eye sockets disappeared when he was looking around at that light. That scene definitely could have been animated so much better.
Where am I? This is very strange.
Like, the sheer amount of stuff I see in this game when I replay it time and time again, I notice problems left and right that I definitely didn't notice in earlier playthroughs, which really shows just how bad this game has aged.
My father is coming here soon, and I fear what may happen. You must take everyone away from here. Oh, please.
I'm assuming she's talking to Chaos.
So, are you saying you can't leave this place? I understand. Let me talk to my father again. There must be a better way to do this. Don't worry, my friends. I won't let you down. I must do something quickly.
That line delivery was weak. But anyway, as I was saying, oh, hold up, there's another cutscene. Might be.
What? I'm back in front of the altar. This is beginning to blow my mind.
You sure don't sound shocked, Knuckles.
The broken pieces of the Master Emerald. I have to restore them to where they belong. It's still incomplete. I need to find the remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey. Look! It's Eggman's flying fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be. But I don't know where that ship is.
Yo, I really can't wait to play as him.
Hey,
His gameplay was
isn't that
actually
one of
really fun.
Eggman's robots? I know. I'll follow it back to Eggman's base. Here I come, Eggman.
Anyway, on second thought, I'm gonna hold that thought that I had until the next episode, because I feel this is a good time to call it quits. So, as always guys, I am the One Up Havoc, play until your thumbs fall off, and I'll see you guys in the next ep. And don't mind Knuckles, he's just punching to the beat a little bit. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.